We came to Israel for 2 weeks with Mom and Dad. On the plane, we slept really bad. We're on a trip to Jerusalem. We saw the sky and the sea. Dad said no junk food. Mom said no TV.
Dave, it's 8:28.
If I had a cape like Superman, I'd fly after the bus.
If you could fly, we wouldn't need the bus. I'd rather be invisible when Mom and Dad come home and get mad.
Remember how you told me on the plane about the wall that swallows notes and grants wishes?
Swallows notes? You mean the Western Wall?
Yeah, the Western Wall.
The Western Wall.
It gets the wishes of everyone on this planet, and even the aliens from outer space who come to rest here. Wow!
I'm no stranger to this city. I'm a carrier pigeon from my mother's side and a dove of peace from my father's side. The truth is that since the internet came around, I've had a lot of free time. If you want, I can take you to the Western Wall, but on one condition: no fighting. And that lion is looking at me like you look at breadcrumbs. I've got chicks at home. I can't be anyone's lunch.
Don't worry, he only likes marshmallows.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads. Rachel, you're up front. Dave, you're on the tail.
She always wins.
Remember the rule?
Okay, the tail is cool. The tail is the coolest. I'm good either way.
I realized I forgot something.
Don't worry, I brought tons of snacks.
No, I'm afraid of heights.
Once, Jerusalem was smaller. Everyone lived inside those walls. Jews came from all over the world, especially to live here, in the city where the temple once stood. There are stones that have stood here for more than 2,000 years. Many of my cousins were born on these walls. They come close to the Western Wall and see that the space before it is filled with people praying. El Hadar El Arabi.
What?
The Wailing Wall. That's what my grandmother said the people who lived here used to call it. I asked her, "Grandma, how do plants grow in between the rocks?" She told me, "The tears, Pidgey, the tears water them." For thousands of years, people have come from all over the world to ask for things, and the wall stands and listens. It stands tall, strong. Close your eyes and listen. Thousands of years, the same voices. For years, the Western Wall watched over the Jews, and the Jews watched over it in return. But when there was no choice and it became too crowded within the walls, the people of Jerusalem had to leave the walls and build houses outside, even though they were afraid.
Wow!
And my grandmother left with them and built our new nest there. Let me show you. This was the first neighborhood outside the walls.
It looks like a fortress.
Maybe they did that on purpose.
Yes, it was built that way to make the people living there feel safe.
Rachel and I would like it if you could be our carrier pigeon.
Carrier pigeon number 6685, Central Branch, Jaffa Road, at your service. But first, I'll take you home.
I can't wait to tell my friends at school.
No one will believe
A trip
you.
through the sky on the wings of a dove.
And I can't believe I was brave enough. At home, I won't even climb on a chair to reach the cereal.
I miss Grammy.
Yeah, that's true.